Welcome to Fayetteville, Arkansas, Reynolds Stadium, home of the Razorbacks. And this big crowd has already been serenading their beloved team with Whoa Pig Suey. We've been tracking this matchup for weeks, thinking about a possible top 5 collision. Both teams have done their part, and now here we are, as we'll see the #1 team in the country, the Ohio State Buckeyes, taking on the 3rd-ranked team, the Arkansas Razorbacks. 3A Sports College Football, I'm Chris Fowler, here in the booth with Kirk Herbstreit. I think we've talked long enough, Kirk. Let's get this game going. Buckeyes will kick this away to start us off. Kick bounces out of the back to the end zone for a touchback. First down play call. How aggressive will it be? And the back gets the football. Breaking free at the 35. They bring him down, but that's a good play. Moves the ball to the 49.
Chris, I know it's the first play of the game, but boy, nice job on this offensive line. The back gets behind him, picks up some positive yards.
Fresh set of downs for the offense. First down. Motion by the back will make the defense adjust. Pitch play to the back. It'll be smothered right at the line for no gain.
That back just had nowhere to go. Got to give credit to the defense and their run fits on that play.
Second down after that previous play. And the quarterback drops back looking for an open man. It's incomplete. That was caused by the defensive pressure. And now it brings up third down.
Well, it's pretty simple. The defensive line does a great job of getting after the quarterback and forcing him into that incompletion.
They come to the line, a long way to go for the first down, but needing this crucial conversion right now. Drops back, needing a third down completion here. Makes the catch downfield. And a big game before he goes out of bounds. The offense keeps churning, gets a fresh set of downs.
Nice read here by the Arkansas quarterback to be able to make this throw and pick up a first down for the Hogs. Did a nice job of waiting for his receiver to get open and then put the ball right on the money.
On 1st and 10, they'll look to throw it. Quarterback leaves the pocket on the move now. On the move, but can't find a receiver, and he's brought down.
I mean, that's just being a difference maker up front. You look at that uniform, you think over the years with Joey Bosa, Nick Bosa, and Chase Young, and so many great defensive linemen. And this guy right here is showing you he's got some of the similar skill set to some of those greats.
We'll see if the offense can overcome that sack. Second and long. And they bring him down after a solid gain, but it's still well short of the first down marker.
Was second and forever, and this defense is, of course, expecting a pass, but give the play callers a lot of credit here. Running the football, catching the defense off guard, a nice run, but really, I think it's more about breaking the tendency. occasionally going with a play that the defense isn't expecting, and this one worked out very well for them. Picked up nice yards, but let's not forget, still have a lot of work to do here on third down.
They'll change the pre-snap look now. Drops back, looking to throw for it on third down. He eludes the rush. Comes up with the catch. The defense able to stop him. It's fourth down now.
You know, it's third down. As a quarterback, you're sitting there back in the pocket trying to find a matchup that you like. Pretty much everything taken away. I like his thought to get it to the running back because he's a talented, gifted player, but he just could not wiggle free to pick up the first down.
They'll kick it away here. And that punt carries into the end zone, so a touchback. Listen to the crowd energy here in the early going. This is a tough environment for visitors. Offense will keep it on the ground here. Finds room at the 30. Oh, and he's in the clear now. It's a foot race. That's a huge gain. Stop finally made it to 43.
There's nothing more that helps an offense than committing to that running game and popping an explosive run like this on the ground. Keeps the confidence of your offensive lineup. Same with your back. It helps everything else that you're doing as an offense in the rhythm. Now you can come back with some counters, try to take some shots off of play action, and keep hammering away with that run game.
What's the play call here on second down for this offense? They'll run it to the right side. 6-yard gain sets up a 3rd and 4.
Just love watching this back run. Gets behind that offensive line, lowers his pads, and gets a nice solid gain.
Solid gain on the running play. 3rd down now. From the gun, he looks for an open man. The pocket breaking down. Finds a receiver wide open. They bring him down, but an explosive play by this offense. Big gain.
And you just continue to see the chemistry between these two. And they told us yesterday in our production meeting, they spent hours and hours of working and developing that chemistry and that rhythm by throwing together throughout those summer months. And, man, it's starting to really pay off. He's become his security blanket for the quarterback, and especially on third down, get him the ball.
So down here in the red zone, every yard tough to find. Here is a crucial play coming up. Ball handed off. Gets back to the line, but no closer to the end zone than that.
That's a great play all around by this defense. Your first-level defenders hold their own at the point of attack, allowing the second and third-level players to roam free and make the tackle close to the line of scrimmage.
Got to pick up the 3rd and short through the air. They stop him just short. The defense really backed up now. It's 1st and goal.
These are the type of plays that are backbreakers for a defense. They thought they had him tied up. They thought they were going to be able to get him to the ground on the pass rush, but they're unable to do so. So he gets away, picks up a big first down, and now this sets up a 1st and goal.
And he runs it in for the score. Touchdown, Buckeyes. Quarterback flashing the speed in that touchdown run. That's almost unfair, Kirk.
Well, I think out of all the quarterbacks in the entire country, this guy might be as fast as any of them. Why not utilize his speed when he can make defenses pay for it? It's a great design play and a nice touchdown.
And it's 7-0 after the PAT. Here's the kickoff team. Let's see if they give the returner an opportunity to bring this back. And here's the fair catch by the return man. And the Arkansas offense is back out on the field now. The last possession, they were forced to kick it away. Can they finally get things going this time? Play action here on 1st down. Goes to his right side there for the completion. And he'll step out of bounds behind the line of scrimmage there. The defense pursuit forced him out. First down here for this offense. And the single back takes the handoff. They tackle him right at the 35-yard line. And the Razorbacks come up to the line to crank the tempo up here. Takes the handoff again. Breaks loose at the 45.
Boy, the speed of this back is impressive today for Arkansas. And they've had some big-time backs that have played in Fayetteville. Darren McFadden, one of my favorite players that I ever saw play in the SEC. Felix Jones with speed on the outside. And today, this guy's showing what he can do.
So here we go, first play of the quarter. The offense has a first down. Quarterback appears to be changing the play. First down, looking to throw the football. Trying to create outside the pocket now. And they finally make the stop, but that's a huge gain in the scramble. He found some space and just went for it.
This is why I love the quarterbacks that can make things happen. Here you have an opportunity to try to create. Nothing's there. Play breaks down. Instead of just throwing it away, he sits back, sees nothing downfield, decides to be able to pick up the first down by himself. Impressive run to pick up the first and keep this drive moving.
The quarterback will throw it off the one-pass option. The defense reacts quickly. A very short gain on the play.
Hey, they get some positive yards here, but just from sitting up here looking down, Chris, I kind of have a sense that they wanted a little bit more on that play.
Empty backfield. Offense spreading the field with 5 wide. And the quarterback tucks it and takes off as a design run. And that's a solid gain before the defense able to bring him down.
These quarterbacks today in the college game are so athletic. They can beat you with their arm, obviously. But just when you think you have them figured out, they tuck the ball and go. I'd expect this defense to put in a spy to keep this quarterback from running.
So it's 3rd and short from the opponent's 28. Let's see what the play call is here. They're already in field goal range, but thinking about the end zone. Using his legs on the scramble. They chase him down and tried to run for it, but it'll bring up 4th down.
I just love the fact he doesn't take a sack here. In fact, I'm sure he can imagine hearing his coach saying it's 3rd down, do not take a sack. And in this case, he's able to avoid the pressure and get out of there. He doesn't quite get the first down, but he does turn a possible loss into positive yards.
Gain moves the ball to the 21 and a fresh set of downs.
Boy, that is some determination by this offense here. Picking up a new set of downs on the run. The call works out perfectly. You just needed 2 yards, you pick it up, and now you've got another chance at points.
Quarterback changing the play now at the line. Change of pace now, looking to throw the football. Physical defending, that one falls incomplete, brings up 2nd down.
Everything about this play tells you about today's offenses and what they're asking out of their running backs. You can't just be a guy who runs the football anymore. You have to be able to catch it as well, and he didn't do a very good job of it on this play.
They're going to run the option. They tackle him, but a solid gain down to around the 5-yard line.
Man, when your quarterback can run the football like this, it puts so much pressure on the defense. The defense coordinator spent all week preparing his unit to be able to stop this offense. But when this quarterback's able to pull it down and pick up yards like that, it's an extra headache for the defense to have to deal with.
The Razorbacks trying to punch it in. It's 1st and goal. They trap him and sack him back at the 10.
That's a big sack by this defense here on first down. Now, the offense still has opportunities to rectify this situation, but it's not the best way to start a first and goal situation.
So the offense calls a timeout here. That's their first of the half.
Timeout, Arkansas.
That's a second and goal play for the offense. Quarterback drops back. We're going to test the secondary. And it's intercepted right near the goal line. And he'll be taken down, but after a good return.
When you get this close to the end zone, you've got to be able to come away with points, at the very least, a field goal. They got to be scratching their heads and hoping that in the second half, this play right here doesn't come back to bite them.
Handoff to the back. Gets some space around the 30. They stop him with the 47, but that's enough for a first down.
Big runs like this are just demoralizing for a defense. It's one thing to give up big plays over your head against the pass game. When teams can run the ball and pick up yards like this, it really affects the team's mental psyche and their confidence. And you'll start to see some missed tackles following a play like this.
Solid gain, moves the ball up to the 47. It'll be first down. They'll go with the ground game here. Running back takes the handoff. And he breaks the tackle on the way to a solid gain there.
Great job on the offensive line here, opening up some holes and giving the running back room to run on first down. Plays like this can open up the playbook for the play caller, allow him to make that defense think, are they going to run? Maybe play action, maybe throw the ball downfield.
They're going to run it here. Running through the tackle. That's a big hit at the end, but they earn a fresh set of downs.
You know, Chris, what a great run here. You think about Ohio State, you think lately about those NFL-ready wide receivers, but we all know it starts with their running games, all those great backs they've had over the years.
We've reached the 2-minute warning. We'll have to see if the offense can build on this lead before the break. The Buckeyes line up on 1st and 10 now. Here's the snap. Quarterback looking to throw. He's escaping the pocket now. He's marked out of bounds after an excellent gain, but there is a flag on the field. This one might be coming back. The defensive penalty is declined. Offense very happy to take the result of that play. This line getting set up. It's a first down play. Offense looking to throw the ball. It's an out route. The catch made. To get him down quickly, not much of a gain in that completion.
The key here, Chris, is the timing by the quarterback. The fact he got the ball out quickly gave his receiver a chance. One more hitch or a slight hesitation, and that's an incompletion or an interception.
And the senior able to make the stop after a short gain. The timeout is called to talk strategy. Close game here as we approach halftime.
See, that's how you limit what an offense wants to do. This time, the defense just won the battle up front at the line of scrimmage, not giving up any big plays. Everybody's gap sound, and it's really solid defense on that play.
And here comes the noise. This crowd is trying to inspire this defense to make a big red zone stop. Tackle made after a nice pickup on the play.
I love this unconventional call by the offensive coordinator. Third and medium, a lot of times you're thinking about throwing the football, but instead they're able to run the ball with great execution, and they pick up the first down.
Buckeyes hoping to punch it in here. They have first and goal. First and goal, they'll try to run it in, and he'll be brought down.
A pretty good push up front here by this offensive line to get some positive yards here. You wonder if they're going to be able to run it in, or they're going to have to spread this defense out and try to find a one-on-one matchup to put the ball through the air for the touchdown.
Down goes the quarterback. It's a sack. And the offense will now quickly spend a timeout.
Well, that's the one thing about a guy that always feels that he can rely on his legs. He's always trying to make a play, and this time he just wasn't able to get away from the defense, and that is a big loss for the offense.
Now in third and very long, looking to throw. Cut quickly. He's swarmed by the defense. So a timeout is called to talk strategy. Maybe time for one or two more plays before halftime. So they elect to send out the field goal unit, trying to add 3 points to their total before the end of the half. Met kick right down the middle. Can't hit it any better than that. And they add to their lead.
I was watching this guy in pregame. He has got a strong leg. I'm not surprised here he's able to put 3 points up here for the offense.
He's going to return it from deep in the end zone. The coverage team brings him down in the final play of this first half. And that will do it for the first half here. Kevin Connors now has our halftime update. And the Razorbacks will kick this away to get the second half going. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone. The offense will start at the 25. Okay, here comes the Ohio State offense back on the field. And they get the second half started with the running play.
Nice solid run here by this back. Did a nice job of just kind of finding that lane, pick up some positive yards there on 1st and 10.
Offense getting set, second down play here. And from the shotgun, an inside handoff. The gain is enough to move the sticks. Ball at the 40.
But here's the first play to start this second half, and it's really more the same of what we saw in the first half. Really no need to make drastic changes. What you were doing in that first half gave you the lead. Just keep working on it.
How aggressive will they be on this first down play? They'll ride the back again here. And he's stopped after gaining 4 yards. So 2nd and 6.
Nice job here of controlling the line of scrimmage by this offensive line. The back does what he needs to do to get positive yards on first down.
Second down play coming up. Here's the snap. Quarterback drops back. Quick throw. Catch made on the out route. Heads out of bounds after a solid gain. More than enough to pick up a first down.
Just another great example, Chris, of an Ohio State quarterback and receiver combination being so dangerous. You think about it, over the last 8 or 10 years, I think Ohio State has been as consistent as anybody when it comes to the passing game and the efficiency that comes with it.
Out of the shotgun, he'll hand it off. And that run produces a decent gain.
Hat on a hat up front. Good job opening up the holes. Anytime you can get positive yards on first down, that's a win.
The gain makes it 2nd and medium. From the shotgun, he's probing the secondary. Looking to scramble. Caught near the goal line. And he's finally forced out of bounds inside the 10. Big play to set up a 1st and goal.
That is great arm strength and accuracy by this quarterback. And let's not forget the wide receiver's job of bringing it in for that big gain.
And the crowd really making some noise now, trying to help out this defense. And he'll make it in for the score. Touchdown, Ohio State.
Man, that's another touchdown for this guy. This defense better adjust and get eyes into that backfield.
It's flipped back to the kicker. He's looking to throw the ball. And he makes the grab, a successful 2-point try, and they bump the lead up even more. The kickoff team on the field now as they get set to send this one away. This one will be fair caught. And the Razorbacks offense is back out on the field. They had some good things going on the last drive, but it ended suddenly with the pick. Let's see what they can do here. Running back has it on the screen now. They bring him down, but the back able to pick up some decent yardage in that screen. The Razorbacks will crank up the tempo.
Good time here to drop this screen in by the offensive coordinator, and a nice job by the running back being able to pick up some positive yards here on this play.
The offense going with the hurry up. Looking to throw it on first down. It's a screen pass complete to the running back. And the tackle is made. The screen pass there produces a solid gain. That completion makes it second and short. Pre-snap motion from the offense. Quarterback looking to throw it on second down. He's going to pull it down and run. Breaking free at the 35. Slides down to avoid the tackle. Still looking for that elusive touchdown, but finally this offense is moving. First down and 10. Timeout is called by the defense. That's their first of the half. And the Razorbacks are looking to keep this drive going. Now here's the toss play. They stop him after a 6-yard gain, so second and 4. Offense right to the line, cranking up the tempo. They look to throw it here on second down. Receiver makes the catch. And the defense grabs him after the completion. He's just short of a first down.
Defenses all around the country have got to do a better job of keeping an eye on these little guys from the slot. They can dismantle a defense with their speed and quickness in the open space.
They'll try to run for the first down. Brought down, but it's past the line to gain. The Razorbacks with first and 10 here. Here comes a throw from the red zone. The pickup is 5 yards, so it's second down and 5.
Chris, I love the patience here by the quarterback. He's waiting for something to happen downfield, but it's not there. Then you see the athletic ability to be able to pick up some good yards.
They'll try the option play here. Pitches to the back. They'll stop him behind the line for a loss of 1.
Well, if somebody talks about a play being blown up, this is a great example of that. That's exhibit A for how to be physical on defense.
Crucial. Third down coming up in the red zone. Can they keep the drive going, or will they have to settle for 3? He's got it right near the end zone. And he's in. Touchdown, Razorbacks. Well, they slowed the game down with a long, grinding drive to produce a touchdown. That was impressive.
What's impressive to me is the consistency. You know, it's one thing to hit a receiver and you can score a big touchdown, but to be able to go and sustain drives and keep the sticks moving, it puts a lot on the quarterback and the execution of the offense, and man, did they make that look easy.
Doesn't bring the kick out. Touchback. They'll start at the 25. Comes the powerful Buckeye offense back onto the field. They punch it into the end zone the last time. Let's see if this defense has made some adjustments to stop them this time.
Chris, you know, the spread era over the years has always grown offensively. But I've been always impressed with defenses that really build their defense to play in space and still have an ability to be sound at the line of scrimmage and defend a running game. It's exactly what we saw right there.
They'll feed the back again. They bring him down to the 32-yard line.
I know this defense worked very hard at halftime, to come up with answers on how to try to slow down this running back after the big first half, and he's already at it again.
Offense sets the formation. It's third down. Looking to pick up the first down through the air. Oh, it's incomplete. That's a good job of the defender to break that up.
Man, on your own side of the field, you're playing a risky game here, third and short. Your goal should just be keep this drive alive the best way you can sometimes. Is just hand the ball off to your running back and have him get behind that offensive line and go to work. Curious to see what they do now here on this fourth and short.
Arkansas offense back out on the field. Remember last time they scored a touchdown. Can they keep clicking here, or the defense come up with a stop? Cannot escape that ferocious pass rush. It's a sack.
What a play here by this defensive line. You can get so caught up in the flashy offense of Ohio State in recent years. But let's not forget, they still play defense in the shoe and have such great history and tradition with that defensive line play.
Quarterback wants to throw it on second down. Caught way downfield for a huge gain. Touchdown, Arkansas. Strong game by this quarterback. That's a crucial score. Let's see if they can build momentum and complete this comeback.
Now, I know they're still trailing, but that score is a great first step in trying to break down this lead. You don't want to leave it all to the fourth quarter when the pressure really intensifies and you have limited time.
So down by 5, they'll go for 2, trying to cut this to a field goal margin. Quarterback drops back, and it's picked off in the end zone.
The attempt at the two-point conversion is no good.
Now the kickoff team is out on the field.
Ohio State 18, Arkansas 13.
Fields it inside the 5-yard line. Returner steps out of bounds at the 17. Offense coming to the line. They might have a chance for a couple more plays before we reach the end of the quarter. He'll hand it off. And he's brought down short of the line to gain in what should be the last play of this third quarter. Offense getting set for a second down here to begin the quarter. They're going to run it. Back gets the carry. That's a nice tackle there by the senior. And a player is down injured after that last play. We'll take a timeout while they check him out. That run sets up an important third down call for this offense. Looking to pick up the first down through the air. Extending the play now. Tackle made at the 37. That's a solid gain.
Well, there you go. You saved your best scramble of the day for a bit of a situation in the fourth quarter, and you pick up the first. I mean, you don't want to use that early in the game, right? You want to make sure you save it for the exact moment and the key time and key moment in the game, and that's what he did. Although, you and I both know it wasn't planned that way, but a great job of using his eyes, scanning the field, and realizing it was time to go.
The Buckeyes are moving quickly down the field. Gives it to the back. And the tackle is made after a 4-yard gain, so 2nd and 6.
Hey, you got to do what you got to do. You got to rely on that offensive line in the running game here to be able to secure a victory. Good call, and just keep working that clock.
2nd down after that run on the previous play. We'll try the ground game here with the running back. Tackle, but first down.
Boy, is this guy fun to watch or what? Here we are in the fourth quarter, critical down in distances, and this guy is just churning out yards the way he has most of this game, showing a lot of physicality and natural running instincts in space.
And then first down, they go right back to him. Zero running room. Stopped right at the line of scrimmage. No gain there. This defense has begun sliced up on the drive, but they push back that time.
Yeah, kind of a bend but don't break mentality by this defense. They have been giving up some big chunks here on this drive, but let's see if a stop like this can give them a little bit of confidence here. Now try to pressure the quarterback on these upcoming plays.
Catch made on the out route. That's a big gain before he goes out of bounds. It'll move the sticks. More than enough for a first down.
Well, that's a great catch near the sideline and does a good job of getting that foot down to secure the catch.
The Buckeyes starting a new series here on 1st and 10. Keeping it on the ground here.
I tell you, to be able to pick up a nice gain like that, those offensive linemen have to sustain their blocks. Gave them a chance at a really nice gain.
The offense has done well to choose some clock here. Now they'll come up on 2nd down. Shotgun formation. Here's an inside handoff. Not much on that play. Brought down short.
You know, in the era that we live in right now, everybody wants to spread the field around, try to create space, try to create one-on-one matchups, and the defense has countered over the years by trying to play out wide. But here's a great example of a defense has the ability to play wide, but still be solid at the line of scrimmage and not give up big run plays.
The offense stays on the field, of course. It's 4th down and inches. Quarterback sets up, looking for an open man. Pass caught. Can he get in? Tackle is made, but the junior quarterback shows off his arm strength that time.
Oh, the defense blows an opportunity. You get them to 4th down, a chance to get the ball back to your offense, and instead it's a first down, and now this one could be over.
For the offense, a chance to extend the lead, but more importantly, milk the clock here late in the game. That's a design quarterback keeper. He's swarmed by the defense.
Total control right now, Chris. You just got to assume. Just keep running the football. You look at the clock, in their favor. You look at the field position where they are, obviously in their favor. So it just makes sense. Keep it on the ground. Keep pounding. Run that clock because you got everything working in your direction.
2nd down and goal. They try to muscle toward the end zone on the ground. Muscles across the goal line. Touchdown, Buckeyes.
Well, that's an example right there of what vision and patience and ability can do for running back. He was on a mission to get into the end zone, and really, he made it look easy.
Extra point up and good, so the lead is 12 here in the 4th quarter. Kickoff team has come on the field now to send this one away.
Arkansas, 13.
And the fair catch signaled for and taken. And the Arkansas offense is back out on the field now. A pop pass on the jet sweep. That's a solid gain, moves the ball to the 29. And the Razorbacks hustle to the line to crank up the tempo. Off the play fake, looking to throw the football. And it's picked off. He throws it right into double coverage and pays for it. And he's going to score on the pick 6. Touchdown, Ohio State.
Well, it's just something freeing when you have this kind of lead and you can just turn the defense loose. Getting aggressive pays off for him here. They get the interception, and what athletic ability there to take it into the end zone for a touchdown.
And the returner decides to signal fair catch. And the Razorbacks offense is back out on the field. They have got to bounce back on this possession after throwing a pick-6 last time out here. Looks like the QB is changing the play at the line. First play of the drive, they're going to throw the football. And it's incomplete. Even on a first down throw, he was under some heavy pressure.
Chris, this offensive coordinator is going to have to adjust. We've seen hits and sacks and pressure on this quarterback all game long. They've got to find a solution to create more time for the quarterback to be able to throw the football, or maybe completely overhaul and change what they're doing on offense.
Incompletion sets up a second down. And the quarterback looking to make a play through the air. Escapes the pocket. Breaks loose at the 40. And they make the tackle, but that's a huge chunk play on the scramble. He saw an opening and just went for it. The offense operating at peak efficiency. They come to the line again. See what the call is on 1st and 10. And the quarterback dropping back. And it's the senior getting home with the sack. They'll hurry to the line here with the clock running.
Second down coming up.
Second down, they're going to throw it. Quarterback escapes the pocket. Breaks loose at the 40. Tackle made, but it's a huge gain all the way to the 33-yard line. The Razorbacks lining up here on 1st and 10. Off the play fake, looking to throw. Receiver looks it in. It's complete. They make the tackle, but that pass creates a solid gain. Here's the second down play. Quarterback drops back, probing the secondary. He's going to take off. They get him down, but that's a good run, enough to move the sticks and keep this drive going. And the Razorbacks will come to the line to run the hurry-up. Looking to throw it from the red zone. Trying to extend the play. Brought down after a 7-yard gain, so it's 2nd and 3. Offense in hurry-up mode. Quarterback looking to pass here on 2nd down. He's moving out of the pocket. Avoiding the sack, but the scramble results in just a very short gain. An important 3rd down conversion coming here in the red zone. Third down, it's a handoff. And they stop him just short of the end zone. The offense set up with a 1st and goal now. And the defense calls time here with 23 seconds left. The Razorbacks will line up here on 1st down and goal. For a sack, a big play made them one of the senior leaders of this defense. So from the 9-yard line, it's 2nd and goal. Launching one to the end zone. Looking for a touchdown, but it's incomplete.
Well, I'm a big fan of the RPO, but it is a dangerous play for the quarterback. You got to make the right decision. On this play, it just seemed like he was a little hesitant, unsure, and it cost him here with an incompletion.
And that one's incomplete with just 7 seconds left on the clock.
Hey, it's an incompletion, but it's a nice job by the quarterback. I know it didn't pan out, but the most important thing is he didn't turn the football over and he didn't take a sack. It'll give your kicker a chance to put some points on the board if they opt for the field goal here on 4th down.
Remember, a field goal here doesn't do much. So on 4th and goal, they're going for the touchdown. Looking for 6. And it's broken up there. Great play, a fourth down stop.
Well, that'll do it, Chris. This defense has played well the entire game. It's very fitting here on this fourth down play in the fourth quarter. Under 2 minutes to go. They step up again. Give them the game ball.
Oh, and a flag before the snap. Looked like the defense jumped into the neutral zone there. First down play call coming up. How aggressive will it be? There's the snap. Looking to throw the ball. Lets it fly to the wide out. And he's got his man open downfield. Defense makes